As a society here in the 21st century, we forget that we can do more than we might realize. We can make anything.
For me, a maker is someone who has a profound sense of curiosity and a sense of experimentation.
The maker is driven by an idea, and then through that drive has that need to use their hands and make something.
It's another way of telling our stories. New Mexico is a handmade state, historically we have this 1,000-year tradition of things being made by hand.
In New Mexico, we have a very rich heritage of handcrafting, and makerspaces can combine the high-tech and the low-tech, where people can come in and develop a project through adding craft and technology.
I think of a makerspace as somewhere where people can come and engage with technologies and activities that they might not be able to have access to on their own.
The New Mexico History Museum Makerspace and Learning Lab is born from our mission of interpreting New Mexico history.
What we're doing that's really unique here at the New Mexico History Museum is that those activities are tied directly to our collections and to our exhibitions and directly towards the history of New Mexico.
When you support the New Mexico History Museum Makerspace and Learning Lab, you actually support bringing in a whole new methodology of museum practice for a whole new audience.
You're really supporting a community collaboration environment, a hands-on, tactile learning experience for community members of all ages.
You're really investing in the next generation of creative professionals in the state.
The New Mexico History Museum, through this new Makerspace initiative, will be doing a complete, total redesign of our main lobby space.
We are looking to raise upwards of $130,000 to build out the space, which will include equipment like 3D printers and computers that will allow families and kids in New Mexico to be creative and innovative and make things.
Our history has such a deep reservoir of people who learn how to solve problems creatively, but they need the history of New Mexico and the history of the region to pull inspiration from.
So many kids today don't know how to use basic tools. They don't know what their hands are capable of. And so it's kind of relearning what our hands are truly capable of doing and making.
We have to have opportunities and materials that enable us to make these things from which will come the next generation of innovation and inspiration.
When you're feeding into this program, you're really inspiring what could be the people we're talking about inside of these walls 100 years from now.